Hi everyone, this is Eren Gönen. I'm Senior Director of Product Management for our Network as a Service offering at Lumen Technologies.
And I'm Kevin Lamont, Director of Technology Architecture, supporting our sales engineers and sales professionals in the field.
Kevin, I know you're an expert in this industry, and I know you have talked to many information technology executives on their networking needs and their telecommunication needs. Could you please give us an overview of what you heard with respect to their pain points and their primary needs?
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. I would be happy to. So what we're consistently hearing from our customers is that the way they are using network and their business needs have drastically changed over the last several years. What we're also hearing, however, is that the way they buy and consume network has really not changed. And it's really something that they've been doing the same way for years and years, if not decades. And so one of the challenges that they need, and what their IT departments are saying, is that their customers are asking for immediate business changes or immediate changes to the network based on business needs. Additionally, customers' buying experience needs to be updated as well. That buying experience and the provisioning time doesn't meet their business needs. And lastly, our customers are saying that they need more flexibility, specifically in the way that they are paying for their network. So today, what a customer does is they buy for their peak business time or their peak usage time, and customers want the flexibility to pay for the network they need when they need it, as opposed to that peak business time all the time.
Thank you, Kevin, for giving us an overview of customer needs. Well, I got good news for you. When we designed Lumen Network as a Service solution, we designed it to solve these problems. And let me explain how we actually solved them. The first point that you raised, like the customers need agility because they want to launch their product or they want to launch a service, but they're waiting for the network to catch up with it. They need the network to be up and running before they can launch that product. To enable that, we offer instant activation with Lumen NaaS. That means that a customer can go and bring up a internet connection or a private connection within minutes, and it will be ready to go so that they can go to market with their own products. The second item that I want to talk about is about the cumbersome experience today with telecommunications industry. So we improved that experience and made it a cloud-like buying experience. What do I mean by that? I mean that customers can go online and easily get entitled on the platform and start ordering things right away. It's all end-to-end automated. And this is all through a portal where we present pricing in a transparent manner for the customer, so the customer can decide what they would like to buy and how much they would like to buy. And the billing model follows that. The billing model is an hourly consumption-based billing so that the customer pays only for what they need or what they use. Now, one of the other points that you raised, Kevin, is about flexibility. And that's very important out there. And we want to make sure that customers can scale up easily or scale down when needed with our Lumen NaaS offering. So the same cloud-like experience, it is not only during the purchase, but also post-purchase. We allow the customer to control their bandwidth, adjust it up and down depending on their business need. And this way, our customers can reduce their total cost of ownership and get a better bottom line for their overall business. And this is true for not only public internet connections, but also for private connections that we offer under Lumen NaaS portfolio. Speaking of Lumen NaaS portfolio, Kevin, you're an expert on our NaaS portfolio. Can you please tell us more about what is included in that product portfolio?
So with NaaS, it all starts with the port. And we have two different types of port. We have the dedicated NaaS port, which is just a physical handoff to our customers. And then we also have a data center port. So if you're on net in a data center where we're connected to the fabric, you can actually use the data center fabric to connect directly to our Lumen services for NaaS. The first service we have is the public offering, Internet on Demand. And with Internet on Demand, you pay as you use it. So if you need 1 gig today, you can turn up 1 gig, and within 5 minutes, that 1 gig is provisioned. And then in addition to that, you could spin that up to 2 gigs or 3 gigs as you need it, or even dial it down. Layered on top of that, we have an integrated cybersecurity suite. We have DDoS Essentials to help protect you from DDoS attacks, and Lumen Defender to block internet threats. From our private connectivity offerings, we have Ethernet on Demand. And with Ethernet on Demand, you can connect to cloud service providers, or you can connect point to point, creating LAN connections between 2 different locations. And then lastly, we have IPVPN on Demand. With IPVPN on Demand, you could take your existing Lumen IPVPN service and connect to cloud service providers. Or if you need to move workloads between cloud service providers, you can connect between 2 cloud service providers and move workloads. Aaron, so you've heard about our offering. What is different between Lumen's NaaS offering and other providers out in the market?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for asking that. So there are a couple of options out there for an enterprise looking for networking services. So one option is there are traditional service providers out there. These are effectively companies who have fiber infrastructure, and they sell connectivity services on the fiber infrastructure. However, what you would see is that these solutions does not offer on-demand procurement of that connectivity services, and you wouldn't quite be able to get the flexibility once you turn up that connection. So they're more of a traditional circuits, I would say. And as a result of that, as an enterprise customer, if you're looking for agility, if you're looking to get something quickly and have the flexibility to modify it later, you wouldn't get that benefit from these solutions. The other type of solutions that you will see out there in the market is the over-the-top cloud network providers selling connectivity services. The benefit of these providers is that they are good at cloud orchestration. They have similar systems where you can activate things on demand and be able to modify it later. On the other hand, these solutions are leveraging someone else's network. Sometimes it's Lumen's network. So they buy it from someone else and they put the cloud orchestration layer on top of it. So the drawback for that one is there could be cost implications, and there could also be a disjointed experience depending on whose network they're using at that particular location, because they may not have all the capabilities that the native network provider may have. In our case, we're using our own network with our own orchestration, so it is all native solution. That is the benefit. That would be the comparison. I also want to talk about data centers and hyperscalers. So these providers sell either power, space, or processing power to their enterprise customers. And they're our partners because their customers do need connectivity from those locations. Sometimes they need cloud connectivity from that location back to their enterprise branch so that they can connect those private network together. And sometimes they just need internet connection. If that is, for example, that might be a web server that they're operating there. So we partner with these data centers and hyperscalers to offer the best service available to their customers.
Thank you, Aaron. I want to say thank you to you and to everybody for joining us today.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you all for joining us today. If you want to learn more about Lumen NaaS, please go to lumen.com and please reach out to your sales representative.